Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I'm not sure if that last video, well, if it didn't load, y'all wouldn't have seen it, but I made one earlier today and I attempted to upload it. And if you guys saw it, then this is redundant information, but if not, it's fresh. Anyhow, I'm just gonna say it. I was just at a homeless shelter, and at that shelter they have a very, well, for the first couple days or 48 hours or so, we weren't able to get on Wi-Fi. And then eventually we did earlier, just a few hours ago, and but their Wi-Fi is really slow. So it was taking forever to load the video. And then homeboy I was with, Mark, who, I just met him a couple days ago, and he was working on inventions, and we have a lot in common, and I have a feeling we're gonna end up collaborating in the future. But he's in a situation, he's got a broken down van, he's trying to work on it. He's got a lot going on. Maybe I'll make a video more about our relationship and how it went down. But I ended up leaving the homeless shelter because, well, for one, there's a lot of just negative energy there. I mean, just not even so much negative. Well, there's negative, and there's also just like desperate and sad energy. And there's also a lot of good people there. A lot of really awesome people I got to talk with and see, and my heart goes out to a lot of people there. But like just before I left, there was a fight, and there was a fight the night before last night. And they're doing drugs all over the place, drinking all over the place, smoking cigarettes all over the place. I mean, I'm still smoking, but I'm working on my sobriety. And this is like hard drugs they're doing too, not just drinking and shit. That's just the tip of the iceberg. So yeah, there's a lot going on there, a lot of different energies, and there's a lot of, like I said, violence. And it was told to me earlier that like around those grounds, like there's like 44 bodies or something, just of people getting killed. It's right outside this homeless shelter. They got cops there. We got cops there and EMT going there all the time. So yeah, just spiritually speaking, energetically speaking, it's kind of a cocktail of just desperation, violence, and turmoil. There's also some hope and some people trying to do good and change their lives, but a lot of it isn't that way. And part of me feels like the system is designed, I mean, I don't think it's their intent, but because they feed people 3 meals a day without them having to do anything, a lot of people just eat those meals and get their beds or sleep on the grounds and use it as a place to just get food. And because they're able to get food so easily, it doesn't motivate them to really go out and find jobs and better their lives and work on shit. So from my perspective, I'm like, well, why don't you guys just create a garden and have them work? You could have them producing shit with hemp. You could have them, offering products to the public. You could be doing so much shit. Instead, you guys just feed them, give them a computer room where they can charge all their shit. You let them do their laundry for free, which is beautiful, like from the heart, but when people are enabling it and they're not moving on, it's perpetuating a stagnation. Hey man, I don't know if that's good. And based on the vibes I got and things that I saw, it's not really, it's doing, I think, more harm than good. I don't know. I mean, maybe not. Maybe that's not quite the case, but it could be doing a lot better. So anyways, I just got back here to downtown, and it feels good to just be on my own again. Me and Mark, we kept it, pretty cool, but I did tell him that, like, hey man, I feel like you used me as an emotional punching bag, just because he's got a lot of frustration in his life, and I'm a quiet, chill dude, and like if one thing kind of irks him, he just kind of lashes out on it. And then he was giving me shit for like talking to these guys that were just walking up asking for a cigarette, and they're going through hard times, and I'm trying to like talk with them and just like help uplift them a little bit. Like I don't have much to offer, but even that, like, he grilled me on that pretty hard, and I was like, that's not really kosher for me. He's trying to get more back into the word, and you know, he's trying to stop from drinking and stuff. So I know he's got a lot going on, but you know, I've been feeling this vibe too. And like when he shared a lot of photos of his life and his family and all these things he's got going on, and I pay attention to it. And you know, I tried showing him one little photo of Little Bear, and he like didn't even really look at it at all. So, you know, and he talks about how he's got 2 kids, but you know, they don't talk to him, and it's like, yeah, man, I can kind of see why you don't, you know, based on my experience with you, it's, you know, a lot of it, not all of it. He's got a huge heart and a lot of love, and he wants to help out people, and he's got some really good inventions, but you know, he has trouble like really trying to listen to other people and like, you know, be considerate of how they feel and really what's going on in their life. Like he's very much absorbed in his own kind of world and his own dreams. And then he also continues to like, you know, talk about how he needs this area and he needs these things and he needs help to finish his inventions and stuff. And it's like, I can get where he's saying, because part of me's felt that way at times, but at the same time, you know, as a creator, as an artist, you can't depend on other people to help you out with your shit. You got to do it on your own. And you can find the time. And a lot of times we were in the computer room, he was just like scrolling around, looking at news and, you know, Facebook shit. So it's like, you had the time at the place, man. You got to learn to work with your surroundings. So anyways, yeah, we parted ways, but peacefully. You know, he even talked about he was going to come to the library and fucking, you know, there's still potential for us to collaborate, and, you know, perhaps we will, but, you know, if we do, I'm going to have to, you know, I feel like it would be good for me and healthy for me and him to just, you know, go a little bit more in depth, because I also, like, right before I left, I was like, hey, man, I'd like to have a talk with you. And he's like, oh, I'm kind of burned out, I'm tired, and, you know, it's like, okay, you know, but you weren't, you know, that tired when you decided to grill me for some silly shit, in my opinion. And so it's just a little bit one-sided. So just one thing that I'm thinking about is, you know, in regards to Joy, it was just, you know, the times we did some streams, some of the better streams we had, I really felt like she listened to me, you know, and that really meant a lot to me. So I just wanted to share that and, you know, say I hope you guys are doing all right, and I'm gonna try to check the comments tomorrow. I'm at a McDonald's right now, it's kind of late, so I'll go and do the, or they're going to the library, I'll come back here when it's a little bit earlier, and go into, I think there's some comments I gotta get, I know there's some comments, but I've got a few notifications, I'm not sure how many of them are comments, so I'm gonna get back to those. And you know, just again, I was out of Wi-Fi range and away from my normal stomping ground and hanging out with Mark, so I wasn't personally trying to ignore people or anything like that. And then the Wi-Fi situation, you know, I just figured it out earlier today, and another reason why I wanted to leave too is because it was just taking forever to load that video, and it's like I have good Wi-Fi at McDonald's and at the library, so it just makes it harder for me to do what I need to do. But anyway, all right, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.